Segmentopuncture in orthopedic and neurological disorders. Segmentopuncture is a precision-based, invasive microsurgical technique developed to achieve rapid release of pathological muscular hypercontracture, particularly within the paravertebral musculature. Unlike superficial, dry needling approaches, it combines deep needle insertion with controlled electroacupuncture currents to target segmental reflex dysfunction and periosteal nociceptive input. Clinically, it is applied in conditions where chronic muscle hypertonicity, vertebral endplate irritation, and altered segmental control perpetuate pain and dysfunction, including Schmorl's nodes, nodi schmorliani, osteoarthritis, arthrosis deformans, radicular syndromes, and neuropathic pain states, syndroma doloris neuropathici. Rather than attempting structural repair of degenerative findings, segmentopuncture acts on the functional drivers of pain: reflex hyperexcitability, neurochemical imbalance, and microvascular compromise. Segmentopuncture acts directly on the spinal segmental reflex arc at 3 integrated levels. Afferent limb. Deep mechanical stimulation activates AV mechanoreceptors, add nociceptive fibers. C-fiber. Polymodal nociceptors. Electrical currents enhance afferent signaling, creating a controlled neuromodulatory input to the dorsal horn. Within the substantia gelatinosa, lamina 2, of the dorsal horn, afferent activation stimulates inhibitory interneurons. This produces presynaptic inhibition of nociceptive transmission in accordance with the gate control theory. The result is decreased excitatory drive to higher pain centers and modulation of central sensitization. Efferent limb. Segmental inhibition reduces A. Motor neuron overactivity. Decreases pathological hypercontracture. G. Motor neuron hypertonicity. Normalizes muscle spindle sensitivity. This dual modulation restores more physiological neuromuscular tone and interrupts the self-perpetuating pain-spasm pain cycle. Needle insertion combined with electrical stimulation initiates measurable neurochemical responses: endogenous opioid activation, V-endorphin, enkephalins, dynorphins. These peptides bind to M, D, and key opioid receptors, producing segmental and supraspinal analgesia. Descending inhibitory modulation, serotonin, phospho-HT, norepinephrine, NE. Activation of descending inhibitory pathways enhances spinal nociceptive suppression. Purinergic signaling, adenosine, A1 receptor activation. Adenosine directly inhibits nociceptor excitability and reduces inflammatory signaling. Immunomodulation, TNFA, IL-1V, IL-10. This shift from pro-inflammatory to anti-inflammatory cytokine balance contributes to a more favorable tissue environment. Microvascular mediators. Nitric oxide, NO. Nitric oxide promotes vasodilation and improves regional perfusion. The cumulative effect is not merely symptomatic relief, but measurable biochemical normalization within dysfunctional tissue. Chronic paravertebral hypertonicity elevates intramuscular pressure, compressing capillary networks and impairing vertebral endplate perfusion. By releasing deep segmental contraction, segmentopuncture reduces intramuscular pressure and restores capillary flow. Improved perfusion results in enhanced oxygen delivery, supports mitochondrial ATP synthesis, accelerated removal of inflammatory metabolites, prostaglandin E2, bradykinin, lactate, H+, improved fibroblast activity and collagen turnover, nutrient support for adjacent disc chondrocytes. In cases of Schmorl's nodes, the herniated disc material itself is not reversed. However, optimization of the surrounding biochemical and vascular environment can reduce nociceptive irritation and improve functional tolerance. Segmentopuncture does not claim structural regeneration of degenerative lesions. Its therapeutic relevance lies elsewhere: interrupting the reflex-driven pain spasm cycle, reducing periosteal hypersensitivity, normalizing segmental motor control, improving microvascular dynamics, creating a permissive environment for rehabilitation. In orthopedic and neurological disorders characterized by persistent segmental dysregulation, it offers a targeted method of restoring functional balance. Segmentopuncture integrates mechanical precision, neurophysiological modulation, and biochemical regulation into a unified therapeutic model. Its effectiveness arises from reflex arc modulation, endogenous opioid and monoaminergic activation, cytokine balance, normalization, restoration of microcirculation. Within the framework of integrative medicine, it represents a structured, mechanism-oriented intervention aimed at the functional drivers of chronic musculoskeletal and neuropathic pain, not merely their anatomical correlates.